The architecture of our schools tells us stories of what we value about learning. Walls give our building structure. They hold the roof above our head. But walls also have the power to confine and isolate. A lot of our physical school environments still look like this. Single-cell classrooms where a teacher is feeding knowledge into the heads of students. Education in the year 2000. It was created by an artist called Vilmard in 1910. What's scary is he got the technology right. Books and voices? That's audiobooks. But what the artist couldn't ponder is what technology might do to culture. Because modern workplaces aren't what we imagined in 1910. They're collaborative, differentiated. We don't say, right, Friday is emailing day, and we're all going to write emails. It's focused on mentoring and coaching. It's strengths-based. Yet in schools, we have the opposite. Teachers are charged with the massive task of building relationships with diverse learners, as well as teaching a broad curriculum. How can one teacher do that? Collaboration beats at the heart of our school. As PYP teachers, we plan shared learning engagements, and we're often in and out of each other's classrooms. Yet when my classroom walls came down at the last set of holidays, my immediate response was unease. Because the walls of the classroom provide an important caveat to collaboration. No matter what happened in a planning meeting, I still had the luxury of retreating back to my space to meet the needs of my students. But were those walls really there to protect my students and their needs? Or were the walls there to protect myself and my ideas about learning? Walls can be used to hide unvoiced fears and avoid unwanted change. By tearing down classroom walls, each teacher in my school is currently fundamentally changing how we understand ourselves, who we are, and how we function in a learning environment very different from the one we knew a few months ago. We are constantly being observed, which makes us rethink what we do. We have less storage space, which means we need to think about what items we hold on to. We have 4 classes in one, which inevitably brings up questions about noise. In the real world, we're constantly altering our noise and actions to meet the needs of the environment. How we act in a football pitch is very different from how we act in a library. Why do we not teach this explicitly in schools? The environment can also play a part. After break times, our students came thundering into our learning space. So in response, we turned off the lights and introduced mindfulness to help the children transition from hot physical play to more contemplative thinking. We envision our children being able to make these decisions for themselves about how they learn, and they already are. This learner, he likes to stand up when he's writing because he's active. Sitting at a desk isn't right for him. This learner prefers to be lower to the ground and has created a contemplative space for herself. The child is changing her needs rather than her needs coming second to the school environment. And that includes areas not traditionally thought of as learning spaces. This is the entrance to our pod. It was a place for bags. Now it's a place for ideas to mix and mingle. Our children are reading messages from Meet the Parent Night. Over the last 3 years, I've shared a class with another teacher. It's enabled us to play to our curriculum strengths, bounce ideas off each other. Professional learning isn't something we do on a Monday after school. It's something that happens every day. Redefining our learning space at Nexus hasn't started with cool furniture or knocking out the walls. It started with lots of questions about learning and our beliefs about learning. If schools are places of learning, why is so much space and time wasted moving people from place to place? If we're serious about collaboration and professional learning, why is there a mental model of one teacher teaching one class in one classroom? It's taking a chainsaw, not to the walls, but to the structures we've put in place within education that impede learning and collaboration. The learning environment was created first, and the physical space followed. Our learning space now feels less picture perfect, and more like an artist's palette. It's messy and unfinished, but we're learning. What story does the architecture in your school tell about learning? What walls do you need to take a chainsaw to?